Right, back again. Hi everyone, back for another video on the channel. I've just finished pruning up my dun redwood, so I've still got the clippings from that here, but I thought I'd do another video today, get back into the swing of things. So for this one I've got out my I think it's a Corkbark Hornbeam. Bought this from Kaizen. I bought it on SB-Bonsai earlier this year. I don't think it was particularly cheap, but it is a nice tree. When I bought it, the branches were just very awkward in the wrong spots. So I don't know who owned the tree before. No disrespect to them or anything, but yeah, it wasn't the best tree. So I've sorted it out. I think this tree's had 2 prunes, maybe 3 prunes this season. Just kind of, I think 2. Just trying to sort it out a bit. So it's looking better now. It's been repotted as well into the Kaizen #2 mix. It's in this lovely Walsall ceramics pot, which I did show on an earlier video. This is like the anniversary pot for the Bonsai Club. So yeah, it's starting to take shape. Branches are in better positions. It's a bit healthier, stronger growth. So yeah, I thought I'd do this one today. About to take me hood down. It's a bit cold out. I don't want to look like a thug. So the only shame about this tree is I could do with like my tweezers. They're inside. I'm like flies. Bugger off. Is it looks as though potentially the cork bark around the bottom section might have rotted away. It is covered a bit in just like dirt and algae. I can't quite remember whether it was up to this point in the soil when I got it. I think it might have been. I need to clean it really and try and. It seems like some of that corkiness is still under there, so you can see the shape of some of the bits. So I need to try and clean that up to protect that wood. The root base isn't great on it. Like the radial roots aren't too bad, but there's quite a big undercut under the tree. I can notice it even now. So that part of the tree might always have to be kind of hidden. That's just the way it is. It's just, yeah, it's just obviously kind of rotted away or something at some point, or it's not ideal. But it's still a lovely little tree. So yeah, I think we'll get started on working with this today before it loses its leaves for the autumn. I just thought, actually, considering this is what I believe to be a hornbeam, this has done absolutely fine all of the all summer in the blistering heat. Yet my big English hornbeam just couldn't take it. So like this one's still in leaf, but my bigger one is pretty much out of leaf now, apart from the stronger sort of end of season growth once the heat had gone. That's still on. Most of the leaves have fallen off, or at least turned brown, ready to fall off. So a bit of a difference in the tree there. But I'm sure this was sold to me as a Corkbark Hornbeam, so yeah. Interesting, just comparing it. It's not like an elm, is it really? No. Anyway, so looking at this, for what have we got? So we'll start at the bottom, following our root base up. Spider. Don't particularly like S-shaped trees, but I think this is quite nice. If this was more balanced on this side, even that like triangular shape would be really nice. So we just need to get something coming out of here a bit more. Yeah, a few people have seen this tree and quite like it, so that's nice that people appreciate it. So not much of the work is mine. I've only had it this year, but I have corrected the faults, so to speak. So I'm sure there's more of growing in now. But yeah, let's get started anyway. We're rambling on. So the first branch comes out, and we have a little piece kind of growing out this way straight across the trunk, so we'll have to get rid of that. That's no good to me. So that takes out that section. See that branch a bit more. You can see where it's been pruned before, and I've put some sealant on the tray. Now we've got an underneath section going under this branch, going straight in towards the tray. So we can take that out, like so. Removing that section. Looks like it's had a little insect nibble in the leaves there. And then we've got, following the branch round, we've kind of got an upright part, which we don't want. I think we're going to continue this. Annoyingly though, there's not, see this is the thing, is like, when I got the tree, a lot of the branches were just either in the wrong place, or just sort of like really weak. They might have like one bit of growth on the end that's just not even in like the direction of, so it's taken me a bit of time just to kind of get this tree going again. So like this branch is very sparse, the growth isn't in good places, so it's just going to be a case of things growing in, clipping it off or back if it's not working, maybe push the energy back, get the tree to bud out from somewhere else until we get that right part of growth where we want it. So it's like if I take this piece off completely now, that whole branch has got nothing on it. So I think what we're going to have to do is kind of keep it. It could work, because whilst it's on top of the branch towards the end, we could just take the end off and it will just be like a continuation of the branch. So I think what we'll do is we'll basically take the tip off to the second set of leaves, and hopefully this will become like the branch. And take off that leaf there. We don't want that to take over and grow back into the tree. So hopefully the branch will come out and that will continue this way. Now there is another section to that branch. Yeah, so let's put it back just a bit further back. It's very weak though, so I think we're just going to leave that for now. I will just nibble back slightly that growth I was talking about there. Just shorten it a little bit. Yeah, there's no green in there, so that section is dead, but we'll take that back further once this grows stronger and thickens up, so that we don't potentially damage that new growth. So for now, that first branch there is done. So then we've got, this tends to happen quite a bit in this tree, growth just growing out on the trunk, but in places you don't want it, so take that section out there. Now we can see the trunk. That's what we want. There. We've got a new branch growing out here, which could be a good spot. It's on the outside of the curve. If it was here, it would be no good, but it's on the outside, so we can let that grow. That might become a branch at some point. It might even be that this goes, but I don't think so. But I'll leave that for now. It gives us more, rather than such a big gap here. It gives us something. So we can leave that. So the next branch we come up to would be this. Now there's two sections to this, sort of one above the other. Hopefully the camera can see that. So this is like the top and then the bottom. So we'll see. So this bottom growth has a nice bit of movement to it. We just need to see where we want to prune back to. I've got a stub from its previous prunes, just take that out. It's getting ready to lose its leaves, this. Got another little stub. Take out. Is that a mosquito? I think it was. Got bitten to death by them the other night. I was tidying up the garden a bit. I should leave this or not. It's not as strong as the other side, so it might be worth leaving that just to gain a bit more vigour in line with this. So I think I might leave that side for now, or this branch. I have got another branch coming off. Oh no, no we haven't. That's dead, that section. As you can see there, let's just check. Yeah, dead. I think this whole section is, there's a couple of buds there, so dead. And this was kind of the story of this tree when I got it. So it's taken a bit of time to get it going again. So yeah, this section's dead, so I'm just going to take this off if I can get in there. There we go, bit of green in there now, just on that part. I'll just try and just angle that a little bit better, just so it's a bit cleaner. If I can get in there. That'll do. It's okay. So yes, we'll leave that. It's ready to lose its leaves anyway. And then we also have this section, which I think this part's dead, but now it's growing an upright part, which isn't really ideal. So what I'll do is just to check it is dead, is I'll prune it back about halfway. Yeah, it's a shame. Well, I'm glad that whoever decided to sold it to Kaiser. Now I've got it 'cause it's a lovely tree. It just needs a bit of time, a bit of care to get it a bit healthier, and it should be really nice one day. I don't know about that upright growth. It's not really needed, is it? But what's needed is some growth out this way. There's no point in getting upright growth. We'll take that off. So I'll take that living part off. I'll try clean up this sort of, let's see, where is it, this stub, this dead stub. There we go, that's a good cut. Yeah, that should heal quite nice, see there. We have got some growth coming out here. Just wondering if it's in a good position. Grow out here. Possibly not. But it might not be too bad. It's a little too sort of round the front of the tree, like if it came out here. But it kind of, the thing with this tree is the apex is very thick, if not thicker, than down here. So the apex of this tree is kind of rubbish at the moment. It might even be worse, although it would be a massive cut, is kind of getting rid of it and growing this new, but we'll see when we get around to it. So right, that's that left branch. We'll leave that for now. So now we've got this right hand side branch, which is getting pretty vigorous. It's quite a thick branch. So what have we got? Some nice growth actually. What's this? Is this a new branch? It's the leaves off that one. Let me just clean those leaves out just so I can see in there a bit better. Yeah, so the branch comes out, it divides to two, but this part comes up, it divides to two. We have actually got another division as well, that's good. What I think we could do is taking it back in a bit, so I'm just locking the tree straight on. I think we should go back to this leaf here. Let's have a little look under. Yeah, I think we can go back to that. Taking that section out the end, shortening that, taking some bigger out. Now we've got a division on that branch, 1 to 2, which isn't too bad at all. It's not very vigorous, so there's only 3 leaves on, so we could probably leave that for now. It's the same length as that I've just cut. We have got obviously the other division a bit further back into this trunk. I don't know if we need it, because we've got those two. We could keep it, but it needs to come out because it's going to get shaded. Let's take out those leaves on the inside, pointing back in, just to clean it out a little bit. The leaf, yeah, I like it and it's in a good spot, but it's a bit shaded out from the others. We can leave it and see if it picks up in bigger, because the branch is fine. So this side of the tree is stronger, it's starting to get ramification now. This side is still on its single, this side needs to get stronger. But yeah, so that's fine. So the other main division further back where it's thick comes out and it divides to 2. So let's go round to that side and have a look. Oh, why is my turntable stiff? Must have dirt in it or something. So we've got 1 to 2. I think we should come back to the second set of leaves to get some movement into those leaves. So halfway between the leaves, take that section out, and then the other side of that, of the main trunk, the other division, we've got this. Front. I think we'll go back to maybe here. I think here would be a good. Let's take that section out. Moving that. Oops. So that. Excuse me. Tidy these two branches out. So we've got 1 to 2, and then we've got 1 to 2 again, 1 to 2 again. So that's good. That's developing nicely. The next branch is like a back branch, which is this. So if we come around to the back, to that, let's see what's going on with this. So, branch comes out, got some upright growth. We have got, I'm just trying to think if that grew up there. We could kind of go to that. Let's just prune off to that first leaf for now. Ah, this branch is coming from there as well, but it's just not in a good position at all, so I'm going to get rid of that. Taking that section out. So now we come to this. What have we got going on? Got an old leaf here we can take out. Got an upright part here, which I don't want. Flattens that. Now we just need to, it comes out round, 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 that's fine for now. Down, we just need to, I think, take it off to this leaf here. This will grow out this way a little bit more. Spin back round to the front to check it out. Yeah, that looks alright from the front to me. Yeah, that's okay. So then the next branch would be, ooh, we've got potential new apex here. Right, anyway, so next branch really would be, this kind of cascading back branch, which has been nibbled by something. Small stub. You see that leaf all growing back into the tray. Oh, just check the camera's still recording. Oh. Are we good? Yeah. Just trying to see the position this is in from the front. Where is it here? It needs to be a bit higher, doesn't it, really? Might have to go quite short with that. Trying to see from the front what kind of, what it's adding to the tree. we'll take off this whole section, and then we've got a new leaf there, so I think we'll do that. Taking that whole part out, that reduces it back to here. We've got some leaves, these can get all the light they need. We've got off of that kind of an upright. I'll just take that leaf out, an upright part. See, this branch is a bit awkward. I think the upright part needs to go. Both of that. And then trying to see what's going on here. There would be okay. Comes round into there. So we could maybe do that. And that's probably our best bet. So we'll take off to there. In that section. And then we've got this kind of covering it. Such an awkward tree. Don't know, like, I just don't know what some of the design thought was of the tree. To the previous owner, or owners, I don't know. Like, for me, this whole section here needs to be gone. This ain't bad, I don't mind that, but I don't know. It's kind of a double apex. Which I don't want. One side really needs to go. I mean, that part is dead anyway, I think. Nothing I can do with that. Just don't know. Probably cascading a bit too much. So I'll remove that section, I think. Taking that out. You see here we've got sort of like two apexes, but just in really awkward positions. Like one needs to go, but if I get rid of this one, I'll lose those two back branches. I could get rid of this one. This. Oh, that's a big cut though. The tree would. It would work, but this has got nicer taper. I've also got this new one growing. Ooh, that's some decision. I'll get the camera off and I'll show you a closer look at what I mean. Right, so hopefully now you can see better here what I'm on about with the apex of this tree. It's the one thing with this I've kind of struggled with so far, is to make a decision. Because this apex is pretty much the same thickness as the rest of the trunk. There's no taper to it, apart from the very ends. But it's just like a big lump, if you can see in there. We have got this one growing now, so that is a good potential. It's just obviously going to take, well, I have no idea how long that's going to take to thicken up to the point it will grow bark like this. But it's not going to be overnight, that's for sure. So I could take off this ugly section, but then it's going to be really flat here, and if I angled it, then I'm going to lose this back branch. I really don't want to lose that. So I could take out this, which isn't really much use to me anyway, because it starts going out but then it just comes back towards me, so that's not really any use anyway. In fact, from dead on the front it actually crosses the tree. Oh, it's just going to leave a massive wound, and that's kind of what I'm worried about. It's just a shame, isn't it? But the apex of this tree is just not good. It's just awkward, because even if this is the apex, that's kind of on its own at the back, but it needs sorting. Because the tree can look lovely, but then when you get to the top, it's just ruined by that. So I think first things first, we're going to have to get rid of this. If it grew something out here, it could stay, but so I think we'll bring out these for this. So some big cuts coming up here. Right, let's get in here. Get a bit of water off of them blades. How nice are they? Kind of shouldn't. Right, so we'll take it off here first. So be there. So wow, that was like butter. Cut through that like nothing. They are good. Right, and then I need to try and bring it back further again. Now, if I could get flush with the tree would be better. So it might be, I have to watch that new apex though, so also not pull the tree out of the pot. Oh, nearly. It would cut through it easier, but I'm having to be careful not to. There we go. Cut the new apex out. So that's that stump there that we've just took out. It's kind of weird that there's not actually any green. But, well, that piece was dead anyway. So, need to nibble that back in a second. So now it's a little bit better without that. More open, this can be the apex. Which I think, like the redwood, might be worth leaving that just to thicken up. Because that's going to take a long time for that to get to that corkbark look to match the tree. But we'll decide that in a second. I need to think about the rest of this. That needs nibbling back in a minute. Just move them. So we've got another kind of little branch growth, kind of like second apex. You could probably use it, to be fair. It's pointing up, so it could make a crown. I just need to decide on this part, this ugly stump, because again it's like a second apex, but if we lose that we lose this branch, it might not matter too much, but this one here we need to keep, so it would kind of have to be a flush cut, I think, going up to that. But I think if we clean that out, that will massively help the tray. Let's look at it from the back. It's a bit awkward anyway, how it cut, and it's obviously been wired at some point to go back in to fill that space. So I think it's worth losing it to get rid of that stump. So I think that will be the solution for that. And that basically fixed the tray. We've just got this then as the top. So I hate actually using these new tools, even though it's what they're for. But yeah, so I think we'll do that. We'll get rid of that section. So another big cut coming up for this. Let's say I need to get fairly flush. Alright, let's go here. Whoa, shit, that cut through. Oops, excuse my language. Like nothing. Wasn't expecting it to come off so easily. Just shows you how good those tools are. So that flattens that out. It just needs nibbling back now to clean that section up. So I'll go and grab that tool and we'll start nibbling back on those wounds just to make it a bit more flush. Right. Got me nibblers, where are we? So we'll just try and nibble back those wounds a bit and make those cuts a bit more flush for healing. Okay, just got to be careful with that branch. Because we don't want to lose it. That's a bit awkward. This is the only thing I would say was good maybe about wiring trees in pots, is a bit more stable in the pot when you're doing work like this. I'm not going to go too far back with this because I don't want to affect me like around that new apex. So, but as you can see, that's just quite. I need to blend that in more. Definitely have to put some wound sealant on this, I think. May as well do this a bit off camera because it just been nibbling away at that for a few minutes, so I'll be back in a second. Right, so I've been nibbling away at those for the past 5 minutes or so. So hopefully now from the front it's a bit of a better transition there and here. They might need a little bit of extra clean up in the future, but I think that's okay for now. I've got to be careful as well because of this new apex, so I don't want to go into anything that's feeding that. So yeah, so that's good. I think we'll just leave this apex for now, just to thicken up. What was that then? It's just a little critter. So yeah, I think we'll leave that on there. So I don't know if there was any other branches that needed pruning. Let's have a look. I think it might have just been this one. doesn't even really look like it. Turntable. Pain in the bum. Right. Let's have a look at the tree. So, we need to get all these like bits of wood that have carved off of the soil surface. I'll do that in a minute. Right. So first branch comes up, comes out. There's no point actually in keeping that bit that I put paste on. It had a little bud under it, but it's not lived, so Jesus, hang on a minute. Take that off. That comes out, it's got nice division. Growth that way, growth that way. We've got a new branch here that might become useful. And we've got this one. Oh, that's fine, that needs to just get a bit more vigorous. Which now that that side's been reduced, hopefully that'll pick up. This side we did 1 to 2, that's fine. Got that one. I did them. Still not sure about that one. I think it'll look a little bit bare without it though, so for now I'll keep it, but I'm not. There's a new leaf growing in there. That was just a fat little branch. I can take that one. Yeah, we can leave that, keep that, just to see. You can see where in the past I've took off awkward branches from when I bought it. So here was one. So why was there a branch there growing straight out? We had another one here. That's probably why. Like I've took that one off, and one's growing pretty much next to it. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think I'll leave that one just to pick up in the vigour a little bit. So I think that's about it really. We've got this little one here, but I say I might keep that because that might help make a bit of a crown here. But for now I'm going to leave that to grow. So I think for this Corkbark Hornbeam, I think that's about it. Didn't need too much work doing to it today, but it was getting not too vigorous, but just needed a bit of cleanup. And as I say, I needed to do that that apex. That was part of the tree that I've still been yet to tackle until today, because I haven't really made a decision on it. And I think because I've made some big decisions previously when working on the tree, I just needed a bit of a clear mind to see what needed to be done with that, but I'm happy with that now. It's not perfect. It would still, I can't even really nibble it back more because I say this is the apex, and there's a nice back branch that comes off that stump. So, but from the front, put it in a show one day. I think that's a nice image for now. So, I mean, it's going to be at least a couple of years, I think, before I put this tree in any sort of show. It needs more branches in the right places first. Kind of getting there with a basic structure though. But yeah, so I think I'm quite happy with that. It's better. It's got rid of those two awkward thick kind of apexes that didn't really have any growth on them or any useful growth anyway. I've got a new one which I wanted. If I remember right, last time I pruned it, I think this had just started to grow in here. So it's like, oh, well, that could be the new apex. And then obviously as a past, I don't know, a few months have gone by, that's took off. So that worked well. It might even be that this continues the trunk line over time and we get more branching off of this as it thickens up. That would be good. So you can have a slightly taller tree, then we can get some more kind of cascading branches in this area. And I think it'd be good, but the tree's definitely getting better and better. This is its first one on the channel today, so I'll give you a little look. So that would be the front of the tree, coming around to the right hand side, coming around to the back. That corkiness is so cool, but so delicate. That's sort of a job I need to do at some point this week actually, is try and clean. I have tried it once before. I think of cleaning this, you can see kind of the undercut there actually I was talking about. But it's just going to be so careful not to pull any of that bark off. The left hand side of the tree, and back to the front. Ooh. So yeah, quite pleased with that. It's definitely getting better and better each time I prune it, but I think that will be it for this year for this tree. It's starting to lose its colour in some of the leaves now, so I don't think it'll be long before it just goes into dormancy for the year. I will repot it next year, probably. I'll have to think about it. It's not filled the pot with roots yet. I'm trying to think of like getting those radial roots, but with it having that undercut under the tree, I don't know if it's ever really going to have that kind of level of surface roots. You've got some here, but whereas they come down like that, the other side of the tree is just flat underneath. So I don't know if it's ever really going to get any good radial roots. So repotting it might not really be worth it next year, this next spring. Just let it keep growing the roots, get the energy into the upper canopy. So yeah, that might be one to miss this coming spring for a repot actually, and just let the top grow. So, but I'll give that more thought over the winter. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that one. Couldn't wait to show you that tree. It's one of my favourites. I say it gets better and better every time. So yeah, thanks for watching this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.